Welcome to 1,000 Ways to Heal. I would like to invite you onto the land with me this week, where I continue to encourage and support our healing journey to wellness and unity. Canada's history is often portrayed through the lens of European exploration, colonization, and nation building. However, this narrative overlooks the rich, complex, and often painful history of Indigenous peoples. Understanding this history involves acknowledging the diverse cultures, languages, and traditions of the Indigenous, Métis, and Inuit peoples, the impact colonialism has had on these people, and the ongoing efforts towards reconciliation and self-determination. Long before the arrival of European settlers, Indigenous peoples thrived across what is now Canada. Indigenous communities have existed in North America for over 12,000 years. These communities developed sophisticated societies with distinct languages, spiritual beliefs, governance systems, and trade networks. The arrival of European explorers and traders in the late 15th century marked the beginning of significant changes for Indigenous peoples. Early interactions were primarily driven by trade, particularly in fur, which became highly sought after in Europe. Indigenous knowledge of the land and waterways was crucial to the success of these early trade relationships. Due to the introduction of smallpox, which decimated Indigenous peoples, the balance of power and traditional ways of being began to shift. Slowly, European goods and technologies were integrated into Indigenous societies. The 18th and 19th centuries saw the intensification of European colonization, with Britain and France vying for control of North America. This period was marked by numerous treaties between Indigenous nations and European powers. While many of these treaties were meant to establish peaceful relations and mutual benefit, they were often exploited by colonial authorities to gain land and resources. The Royal Proclamation of 1763, issued by King George III, recognized Indigenous lands' rights and established the framework for treaty making. However, as settlers moved westward, the spirit and letter of these treaties were frequently ignored. We will discuss the residential school system in detail soon. Despite centuries of colonization and assimilation efforts, Indigenous peoples have shown remarkable resilience. The mid-20th century saw the emergence of a powerful Indigenous rights movement advocating for recognition, self-determination, and justice. I hope this sparks enough interest in you to keep looking and learning. Remember, we heal when we walk together. I'm Ryan Deneault.